And we're back.
Back
Just
on
like that.
Pop.
Here
Pop?
we are.
P-O-P? P-O-O-P?
POP
Dirty Pop.
setting up our new studio.
Pardon our podcast.
Pardon our podcast. I always got to think about
I
it.
think that's what we're... Yeah.
I'm like,
I
what
kind
is
of
it
forgot
called?
it, too.
Yeah.
It's our
Right?
fourth episode
But Pop is cool.
today? Fourth?
Yeah, fourth. Number
2,
4.
3, 4.
Yeah. So
Who's
Been
counting?
killing
we don't know
it.
if we should do 40-minute length or like 20-minute length. So we're trying to just do like 40 minutes and then like cut it into 2
Maybe.
something. Or
Maybe
we'll
not.
just set out the whole thing. Who knows?
But to recap, on yesterday's show,
Mm-hmm.
Amanda still doesn't wear underwear.
Nope.
Yes, accurate.
And she loves Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne Reed.
That's an inside joke.
Receipts are...
And I do know what I want, okay?
Yes.
Oh, so she changed her mind. She does know what she wants in a man.
In a man.
Want to give her another chance to explain?
Yeah. What would you want?
I would just say a best friend and a lover in one. That's the best way I can describe it.
A best friend. A
Yes.
best friend and a lover.
Yes.
Best
isn't
friends are
that,
cool,
isn't
right?
that all anybody needs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just someone that, you could talk to about everything and anything.
Right. Open
Without
communication.
judgment. Right? Without judgment. That's
Yeah.
important.
No judgment.
But more also like an innate connection. Like,
Or some judgment, because judgment helps too, Like you could have constructive criticism about something.
Who takes that well?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Especially nowadays. Like
You gotta
everybody
understand who
just
you are.
denies what they did, you know?
Yeah.
but I'm sure you guys can look at your significant other and like you look at them and you know exactly what they're thinking.
Not right now. I can't. No.
But that does happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like that.
I think it's healthy to fight. Don't you wish that you can just get into a boxing arena and just beat
Match.
the shit out of each other?
Yeah. I
In a nice
just
way,
wish-
though.
Yeah, like
You're not gonna
levels
hurt
are
him.
matched.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like you just go at it. Maybe just wrestle, but no punching. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't.
Okay.
No.
Jeff, do you?
Yeah, I do. Kind of. And I'm sure
You don't
want to
hurt them. It's not an abusive. Yeah, don't get us
So you're
wrong.
play fighting. It's a play fight.
It's a play fight, but you're
But like,
angry.
yeah.
And you just want to put them in like
you
a
don't want to
pretzel.
hurt them, but like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, just like aggression out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Or maybe
No, you don't want to.
you can't even just put a picture up to a boxing, like a heavy bag. That won't work. You need to actually feel and maybe choke that person out.
You got something to say, bro?
No. Okay. You know what I'm talking about, though. Like, it's not you're not wanting to try to hurt them,
Yeah, no,
but
definitely
like
not.
they just piss you off. Like, if you fight with a guy, you just be like, oh fuck it, let's just
Yeah, we're not
let's
like
just go down. Let's go.
trying to be woman hitters out here.
No, but like
Yeah,
you could beat up your friend, and like guys
Yeah.
usually fight, and then their friends after like, oh, good fight, whatever.
right.
But you can't do that with it.
dude, you punched
Do you
me
go-
so good.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna fight?
No, I love Jeff.
We hug it out.
Plus, he'll kill me. I have dad bod. He'll
Me too.
literally
I'm
kill
working
me.
on it.
Yeah, I gotta start working out.
Speaking of working out, who's been working out in quarantine?
Not me.
I definitely have been trying every day.
Working out.
It's
forks.
been less this week. Yeah, forks.
Forks.
With forks.
With forks.
Definitely.
and
I
knives.
feel like I can't sit still.
Yeah.
It's like that's all there is to do is
It's either
work
that or
out.
go on the computer.
It's honestly
Like-
getting old.
Yeah.
It's getting
Really.
old.
Quick.
It's funny because it's like it's been like the ultimate dream about like everybody you talk to before obviously the quarantine.
Right.
Like everybody's like, I just want to be home, sleep during the day, a little bit. And it's just after the first week, you were like, what are we doing now?
I hope people like go out there after this and work.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
if this doesn't make you hungry,
motivated,
Right.
Then
then
you'll never be.
what will?
I think a lot of people are now like more awake to like what they want
Right.
kind of thing.
For sure. And to
and
go
realize
after it.
and realize they have to set up everything.
Yeah. Or like
Like
whatever their plan is.
Set up their financial freedoms.
Yeah, if you're not coming out of the quarantine with something new or different, like I mean, we're doing this podcast, but pretty much
Because of
that. Yeah.
COVID. Who knows where it can
But
take
if
us?
you didn't
Of course.
do anything new, make any plans for after,
I don't know.
slacking.
It's true.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's true. That's how I feel. Now you can get your frustration out with your voice, right? Here's our platform.
frustrations.
Did you see this new study that came out?
Which one?
Let's see. I saw it last today.
Well, recap on our other podcast. Sleeping naked is healthier indeed. Raises growth hormone and improves blood circulation as well as for your heart muscles and your actual, skeletal body muscles. The actual quality of sleep matters apparently too.
I guess I'm going to sleep naked tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't
Sweat it
don't-
all out, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. So I found it here. Right. It says Israel researchers launch clinical trials to test CBD as COVID-19 treatment supplement. Freaking interesting. Right?
Let's light one up.
Should we do it? Should we do it for sure?
CBD's different though, right?
CBD is so different. CBD hits different.
Yeah, I mean, people are like, I mean, I've done a lot. Not a lot, but I'm saying like I've done
Both.
real weed. Yeah, when I was younger, and I'm saying real weed like with THC. So
Yeah, like
with
street-
THC is
street-
obviously different, and CBD's clearly not as like you're not going to be paralyzed in your chair.
In your chair.
That
kinda
one
thing.
time that we did it,
CBD?
I definitely
Yeah,
felt it.
the CBD. So when we did the CBD, it was different, but it was good because I feel like it was more like a coffee kind of high. Like you
Yes.
get like you drink your coffee and it's like it uplifts you kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't put me in a chair and feel like I can't move. You know.
Right, which is the scary part about.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like being high.
You know what the scary
I don't-
part?
No
I don't
paranoia
like that.
or anything like that.
You know what the scary part about all this, though, is if this is true and this comes out and it could really help even just 10% of the population, why isn't this known?
yeah,
Right?
definitely.
We're always trying to patent these drugs, these pharmaceuticals, which is great and they have their purpose. But here we have something that grows naturally. And if it could help 5%, 10%, 15% of anything, why isn't this prescribed with hydrochloroquine?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is it always we're looking for a pharmaceutical? Why is there a separation between pharmaceuticals and natural remedies? Why can't we come up with protocols together so Eastern and Western medicine can finally come together, you know, and co-treat these patients? Think about it.
I think
You
it
know?
has to do with like the hierarchy, though.
But
Like,
but that
higher-
doesn't take away. If anything, see, the pharmaceutical companies don't really think about this, but if anything, I think it would help their numbers because you're going to have healthy stuff, right? 10%, 20%, maybe even 100. Who knows how much CBD can help? And then you have pharmaceutical companies. So when this person doesn't die for whatever reason, if it was the CBD, if it was the hydrochloroquine, if it was both, if it was zinc, who cares? We save that person. Who cares about the credit?
Right.
If-
Where it's due.
Yeah.
As long as there's a specific protocol, like you're saying, that
And it's crazy.
you follow, and then it works. It works.
it works.
I mean, we could talk about it later, like what exactly was it? But if there's like a specific trio of things that work,
Yeah.
maybe it's because they work together or whatever.
Right? Think about that. You know, and I think that will separate, you know, the stigma between chiros, medical doctors, internal medicine doctors. I mean, maybe we really can come up with truly working together for patient, you know, outcomes. You know, I mean, the endocannabinoid system, which takes care of all the CBD stuff.
Built in.
Yeah, that's
Which is
into our
crazy.
system.
That's insane.
Right? Like there's a system called the endocannabinoid system, and it's not taught in chiro school. It's not taught in medical school. Why not?
What is that system?
It's the system.
Pretty much
that,
like a bunch of receptors
Yeah.
for marijuana in our bodies.
So basically, you have these receptors just waiting to get activated in this endocannabinoid system, right? And they're just dangling out there.
Right, and I mean, I think that like it's not fully understood, right? There's not
No.
that many studies on like what's going on.
I had no
with-
idea about it.
with
Right, and well, and
marijuana
that-
and stuff like that. But
I mean, it's just the whole thing. Like,
it's just weird.
why is it not taught? Why is it not even mentioned? Why is it not even anything? It's crazy.
Because then it stops them from making money.
But it doesn't have to be that way. Why
But
can't
it
we?
is.
Why can't it be together? Why is there a separation? Oh, chiros are quacks, and then chiros could look at the medical doctor and be like, they're anti-science. They don't even look at natural stuff. Like, why does there have to be such a difference? It should be just one.
Right, and there's just a lot to be said. Like, there's always like good MDs. Obviously, there's like really
Everyone.
good MDs. I'm
Yeah.
not saying anything bad about that. I'm just saying like there's some that don't care either. They're just trying to pay their car bill or whatever too.
They're just
And
trying.
then there's some chiros out there that are actually like working hard and trying to supersede what they do.
and trying to really help
Yeah,
and get
which
out there.
They could diagnose you with whatever kind of thing
Well-
you wouldn't think a chiro would. Like a lot of people just think they're just neck, back, and
Yeah, they don't realize the training that goes through.
definitely not.
But, maybe we could reach out and break some barriers here.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm not saying that chiros could like take their place either, right? Like They
No.
definitely get a lot of training in specific things that we don't get training
Yeah,
in.
no, we're not.
100%.
It's just well, that's the thing. That's what makes it specialized medicine, where we all can kind of just co-treat that one patient.
Mm-hmm.
So the chiro can talk about CBD. The internal medicine doctor can write them the script for hydrochloroquine or any other antiviral drug, right? Anything, and you co-treat that patient. The patient gets better. Who cares who gets the credit? The patient lives.
Right.
Why is this? You know, I guess it all comes back to money. That's what it really comes down to, and truly not, helping or wanting to help. That's sad.
We're talking about COVID, right?
Everything, I guess, at this point, but specifically that study with CBD with COVID, yeah.
It almost sounds like maybe pharma, like the whole pharma.
Yeah. But, there are some drugs to save lives too, right? And
Hell
this is
yeah.
coming from a chiropractor. Heart medications, cholesterol medications, these things help.
I mean, there's things like metoprolol or like any high blood pressure pill that you take. Like I think I don't know, someone in their 40s that's like fairly active. Like they're just getting to start to go overweight, and then that their next visit is going to be like another up on your metoprolol type of pill, like upping in dosage. I think they should work on their weight and try to get a little bit more.
That's where the chiros
into
can come
the
in.
fitness
That's what I'm talking
lifestyle,
about
yeah.
with the co-treating, right?
Before upping their dosage.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't do it naturally because maybe their lifestyle doesn't allow it, then sure, let's go to the medications. Sure, why not?
'Cause I think there's a lot of exercises too that people don't realize that you don't really have to you could read a book on a treadmill and burn 500 calories.
Yeah.
You just got to really know what kind of settings you have to put the treadmill in to do it, that kind of thing.
As chiropractors, would you rather treat pharmaceutically, medically like that, or would you rather go down a more
Holistic.
natural path?
Typically, chiros are more holistic, but
Really?
But I would love to, work with medical doctors in treating every type of situation, and every type, not just COVID patients, right? Because with COVID, it seems like with the strong immune system, the symptoms are kind of mild. So why aren't we talking about IV vitamin C treatments?
With COVID, they're also treating them later than they should be, though, because I've seen a lot of cases, people that my mom has talked to, where they've not treated them until it was too late.
Too late.
So it makes it almost seem like they're killing people on purpose.
And they're not even trying anything else. It's like...
It's like he came in with pneumonia and 104 fever, and you're not going to test him for COVID.
There's a lot of stories too with the oxygen, the
ventilator.
The ventilator, sorry, that they're actually giving issues to people too.
Right. I mean, who knows? And then why are we putting these people on? I mean, they have to. I think someone with COVID would be willing to try vitamin C therapy, right? Like, let's try things that don't hurt, right? Let's try things that don't hurt. I don't know. But I'm a big pusher in CBD oil. There's been no known side effects. I get my CBD at CBD for the People.
Free plug.
Free plug. We should send it to them.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
should send this to them. But it's excellent. It's an excellent brand. Excellent source. And this is what they need.
How do you take it?
So they have...
You take the dropper?
They have everything. They have
what works
pills.
for you?
I think the only thing that's ever worked for me was the actual joint, the pre-roll joints that they have. I've never...
The one that we did.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never ever felt any benefit from the drops or the what they call Noids, which is like the supplement. They have salves, like those little bombs you could rub on your back and neck and stuff, but I've never felt the way CBD made me feel by your joint. The joint was incredible. Yeah, then you're dealing with some lung issues maybe, right?
Yeah,
And you have
because
to-
of the actual smoke.
the smoke actual, but when they're sending you, or you can go on their website and seeing the quality of their CBD, and it's free of certain bacteria, right? It's free of E. coli, it's free of any pesticides, and they have lab third-party proof that this is safe, or that there's no contaminants in it. Does it get better than that? Does it get cleaner than that? And it's legal in all 50 states. How many people know that? How come this is not known? I don't get that. right? I mean, we're talking about COVID, but what about just anxiety?
It's Reefer Madness, the movie.
And
did you ever see that?
No.
People should look that up because that's funny.
Reefer Madness?
Yeah, I think it's called Reefer Madness. It was a movie put out in like the 60s or 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Reefer Madness. You ever see it, Amanda?
No.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Reefer Madness. There's a trailer for it. It's 2 minutes and 12.
All right, so we'll have people check that out.
I feel like we really need to get my brother on here
Yeah, definitely.
because he'd have so much to say about everything.
Okay. Let's bring him on.
Where's he at?
Chris, get out of here.
Yeah. Chris, come on.
Are you there?
But it's
Definitely. I think he'll know this movie too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's it
definitely.
about?
I mean, just people in high school about this our age know about this video.
Oh, the young
movie.
ones.
Yeah.
The young people know it.
I'm sure you've seen it. Or
It's so
heard of
funny.
it.
I'm so
You
into
had to.
movies too. I never seen it.
No, it's like an old movie. Look,
Let's see. Oh no.
we're gonna have videos soon up too, so you guys could actually watch us.
1936.
Yeah. Wow, 1936.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus, I
I
didn't
don't
know
know.
that.
Way
I thought it was
back.
like 50s or 60s, something like that.
Not sure how interested I am in that.
Well, they're pretty much making it out to be like the devil
The devil.
kind of thing.
Jeez.
Talking about weed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, how about the
But
older?
it definitely it has long-term effects.
I think that
like bad effects.
you shouldn't.
Yes.
Bad effects.
Yes, on your brain.
I mean, I don't
You
know.
don't think?
We have to see studies. We have. To, I mean,
there's
what,
no studies on it either.
can we see a study and then prove that?
There
I don't know.
has to be studies. I feel like I've definitely seen studies.
If
But-
there are studies, I would say that they would always lean towards causing more harm than good.
They always admit that there's never been a marijuana
But
death.
there's
ever.
a lot of promising studies that are out now that are looking
pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that I would definitely want to see.
I mean, nobody's
That's why
violent.
there's a boom, you know.
Nobody's
Nobody's
violent
violent
with
on marijuana. Nobody, drives drunk on marijuana. Nobody.
And normally, like, when they are, it seems to be that they're like...
something else is mixed with it.
Yeah,
right?
like they're mixed with something else. Just like, I'm bringing it back to COVID, but like if you were... you have some other issue going on and you contracted COVID-19, you're positive for it, you died from this other
possible infection, right?
infection or whatever, you're labeled as dying from COVID-19 simply because you had it.
Right. And that's what's going on.
Almost like car accident, COVID-19.
Right. They might have had a cough, so they coughed, they sneezed in their hand, they took their eyes off the road, boom, it was a COVID-19 death. Maybe.
Yep.
Nah, we have to see some, but that's my point. Show us the true research. These studies can be manipulated in any which way. So show us the true stuff. And then how do you even say the long term? How do you test somebody, because you don't even know it? Then it's the quality of the weed, right? The quality is so important. I mean, if you're just getting anything off the street, it could be laced with something, and then maybe
Exactly.
that could be the negative side effects long term. I mean, this is what we have to put research in. That's my opinion. And there's companies out there. It's 100% legal. I mean, this is the stuff that we should be trying, right?
Yep.
I'm just thinking about a bad experience I had with edibles. Sorry.
Oh, please share.
Yes,
Come
edibles.
on, we got to. All right, we got to get a little bit. Yes, come on.
Something
Let's do it.
entertainment.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Some form.
Let's
of
get some
entertainment.
marijuana song. Let's get like a little beat in the back for some marijuana, and then put it on really low, and then let her tell us it's a story.
That's exactly what I was
All right.
thinking.
No way.
All right.
All right.
Let's get some.
La-da-da-da-da-da.
Or should we just sing it? No, let's play.
I was gonna go to
Here it is. All right, tell us a story.
So
Wait. Music's not on.
It's an ad.
Screw the ad.
Hate ads.
All right.
Intro
Let's feel
to
the vibe.
the,
Let's feel the vibe. Amanda got high. Are you ready for it?
I threw up because I got high.
Oh, please share. Please share.
No,
Come on, let's
so
Let us know.
granted, out to dinner with 3 friends.
Okay. Boy or girl?
So it was my
Oh.
ex and our 2 friends, and
Okay.
we had wine.
Another couple?
No, actually, sorry. Rewind on the
So
story.
now you're one of those crazy alcoholic weed smokers, aren't you?
No. That was
Oh,
my-
so
that
alcohol.
was
Wait,
my-
so alcohol was involved.
Yes.
Hold on. Prior to
Yeah.
this, we were
Yeah.
partying at my friend's place in, where were we? The Upper West Side in the city.
Okay.
And she gave up. We were drinking. I might have had like 1 drink or 2.
Alcohol.
And she gave us the chocolate bars. Like that.
Did you know it was an edible?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a white chocolate bar.
The wrapping though is so like legit, right?
So
like
nice.
it looks
looks like Dylan's
a
candy
bar.
shop.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
like candy.
Yeah. But her boyfriend is like her and her boyfriend are big potheads. Like her family is huge on it. Like they smoke every day. So he got it from like Boulder, like a good place in Colorado. So this stuff was like pure legit.
It was legit.
Right. So on the way home, we're driving home from the city. We decide to meet that couple for dinner. So we're drinking more wine. So now we have wine. We decide to take the edible at dinner. Okay.
In front, like at a restaurant.
So I take a piece, he takes a piece, and then in the car ride, we get a call from my aunt. She's like, let's come over. We both break the chocolate bar in half, and we eat half each. So much. Like,
Wow.
imagine how much is that? That's like probably 3 blunts. Right?
Crazy amount, yeah.
It's a huge amount. Picture a chocolate bar like
Like
this big.
it was like a Hershey's chocolate
Yes.
Well, first off, the edible is made out of just the concentrate, right? Like the actual THC compound.
It's high.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like
so you're fucked up.
You're
And
messed
then
up.
plus I had wine and whatever else I was drinking.
See,
So-
Jeff, you see the story is changing now. Because at first she said she had 1 drink.
it was 1 drink.
Now she's saying that she had more than multiple drinks, and then she was drinking
Well, then
some
we
other
went.
stuff.
We went to my aunt's.
So this
friend's
is not
house,
an
we
edible
drank.
vomit story, is it?
This is a drinking plus ODing on edibles.
Okay. Well,
When I tell you I was sick for 2 days, vomiting my guts up, I could not move. I had to call out of work. It was both of us were profusely vomiting. It was the worst experience, and I will probably never have an edible again.
hello, Fernando. I can't come into work today. Why not? I had a whole chocolate bar,
To my surprise, it was a special chocolate bar.
a special chocolate bar. I am very sick. But you see, it was because alcohol was involved.
You think so?
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
For sure.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Those
edibles
things
can,
are
like,
potent.
vomiting?
though.
Mess you up.
Those are
Vomiting?
potent.
I don't know. I've never
It's supposed to be anti-nausea.
done that much, but like I've done I've done edibles once.
And
It
when?
was just
What kind of edible? Chocolate?
weird. No, it was just
On your
like
honeymoon?
Like a
the
gummy?
jelly. Yeah,
On your honeymoon.
yeah,
So it was legal. You got it.
yeah. It was legal. Tried it. Whatever. I actually tried 2 the first time. They were like little
Gummy bears.
gummy
Gummy
bears.
bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
How was 2?
I tried 2, didn't feel it. But that's everybody's story. right?
Everybody's story
Yeah,
because you don't
everybody
feel
says
it fast enough.
I-
You never let yourself just catch
Took
that
2.
first.
An hour later, I'm like, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I just like I said the coffee, right? I felt like I just drank a cup of coffee or whatever, and then like I took 3 more, didn't feel it, so I took another 3 more, and then we were on our way there. We were driving there in the Uber, and then out of nowhere it hit me, and I'm sitting there, like I know what's going on now in my head. I'm like, the taxi driver is so crazy right now. The taxi driver is asking me some weird questions.
Was he?
No, he was just like.
Where were
acting
you
normal. It
guys
was just
going?
Hey,
weird.
where are you from?
Like I was being a
This guy's so
complete
weird, Liz.
weirdo. Yeah, it was me. I was being the weirdo.
Where were
Alyssa.
you on your way to a
100%.
party?
No, we were
Or-
going out to dinner. So then
Oh.
once we
Wait, Alyssa told me this story before. I
yeah
think.
yeah we told you in the car.
Yeah.
Wait. So now you had to go to the
So
whole
then-
dinner like high. as-
yeah.
Did
The,
Alyssa do them?
no, she didn't.
That's good though. One was
yeah, yeah.
okay.
True.
Definitely.
Yeah, because
And
that's
then,
what happened with me and
how was the
Demetrius.
dinner?
I've
Both-
never tried them either before, so I wanted to like, oh, what's the hype about, right? So
Yeah.
I did it, and then we sat down. The guy went to go take our order. I'm like whispering to Alyssa and the guy taking our order.
have a cheeseburger?
It's like, I want a steak.
Extra French
I legit said,
mashed
um,
potatoes on the side. Okay.
I was like, what do you? I'm torn between the fish and the steak, and I'm like, those are two. I'm thinking about it now. It's like those are 2 completely different dishes. You know what I mean? Like you're either in the mood for steak or in the
Or you're
mood for
not.
fish. Yeah.
Can I have both?
And then
Excuse me, sir. And he's like, why are you whispering?
yeah, yep. Then,
Is that what he said?
the
Do you
ta-
remember? Do you remember
It
the
was
dinner?
kind of like
How
that.
was the
I don't
dinner?
remember it completely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I was
Were
weird.
you laughing?
But that's not CBD. That's the
Yeah.
real stuff.
No, that was like
I'm-
edibles.
I'm
Like,
into CBD.
That was too much. I was over.
You were too much.
out there. And then the table next to me, I was hallucinating like the whole table, like talking about me and Alyssa. Like,
Yeah, so
sitting
you got
there.
paranoid.
Yeah,
That's
super
why I
paranoid.
don't like. I
But
don't like.
it's
CB
it's
CBD
I-
doesn't do that.
It's like I hear them talking though. Like they're
Yeah.
looking at me
Wow.
and I see them talking to me.
Maybe you went into a different dimension.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh.
I've never gotten to that extent.
Yeah, crazy.
How about that? Maybe
I don't
marijuana
like that.
takes you into another dimension.
Yeah.
I feel.
Because supposedly, did you see this too? Your eyes technically only see 1% of what's going around you.
No.
Yes.
Is that a real thing?
I
Yeah,
agree.
I think I saw
Yeah.
that.
No.
Look that
Have
up.
you guys ever done anything else besides?
No, I've never done anything but CBD.
Oh, you've never smoked.
No, I
weed?
smoked weed. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, no other drug.
I haven't either,
No,
but
no cigarettes, nothing like that. That's taken it to another level.
Yeah, I
Right.
agree.
But
my friend.
It's funny how
Yeah.
that's the thing now. It's like 10 years ago, it's like if you said you smoked weed, it's like you did cocaine or something.
yep, yep.
My friend she's said she's done acid. I remember when she was back in college and at Boston U, and she said she did it and everything was just glistening. Like the trees were bright pink and purple and sparkly and
You know, these people still like no way that really
because it
happened.
opens
to
up
them.
Yeah.
a different side of your brain.
To me,
So maybe the trees are really that color. That's what I'm saying.
right, because
Right?
you don't know.
How do we
'Cause
know? Prove
our
it
eyes
to
are
me.
just like
I just took 1%. They said.
I don't know
That's
about 1%,
insane.
but that's
All right,
crazy.
it's not. We don't. How much percentage do we use of our brain?
Yeah.
Isn't that really low too?
They say it's half, right?
I don't even think it's that high.
Maybe a
Come on.
quarter for me.
Yeah.
How do you really know though?
How do you know anything?
How do they really know that?
I don't know. I'm when I read something like that, I just find it fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't know.
I call it out. I'm like, yeah, it's bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit. But you know, when you read it, I'm sure there's some kind of something to it, and it's just amazing to know. But I want to know how to open up the 99%. I want to see those pink trees. Don't you?
Get some shrooms.
People
No.
say they see God though, like they're God.
We need to get somebody
I've
who's.
heard of that.
Like
Can we get?
DMT and-
Can we
I've
get?
heard of
Can we
that.
get some like people who've done some crazy drugs and
Yeah,
then tell them
definitely.
about their stories?
100%.
I would
we
love
need that.
that.
We need this.
Like,
Because
that'd
I
be
have a
really
couple
fun.
They
people in
literally
mind.
went to another like
Dimension,
world, you know?
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
100%.
We need to do this.
Yeah.
Hello, John, you there?
Are you guys out there? Let me know.
If you hear
My
us.
number is 732-558-3256.
Is it really?
I'm not repeating that again. you
You
can't.
555
It's not
yours
like
is-
you can't rewind or anything.
Yours is 555.
558-3256.
Oh, because 555 is the universal fake number, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you call me
555,
555.
And now when I see that in a movie, I'm almost like, haha, he gave her a fake number.
Yeah,
Dumb joke. Dumb
really
joke.
bad.
Dumb
Really
joke.
bad. All right, so we need crackheads,
Crackheads, people on LSD,
mushrooms. I think we need to get somebody who's tripped on
Definitely
mushrooms.
shrooms.
mushrooms or
Definitely
LSD.
shrooms.
Supposedly, I read some stuff that could really help with schizophrenia. Right? That's so weird,
I've
right?
heard something
like that,
too,
right?
Yeah.
We need, and then supposedly anyone who has done that once and tripped
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
said,
people.
Oh, I know.
Actually,
he told me that
there's-
he saw something crawling on someone's head.
There's
Maybe things are crawling on us at all times. This is messed up, man.
Isn't it crazy though how they all come from the earth? So how can they really be that
Yeah,
bad?
but they grow on not horse shit, cow shit.
Shrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to this. A 2018 study, I'm not venturing into the study, I'm just saying it's out there. A 2018 study found psychedelics increased the number of connections between the brain's neurons as well as other structural changes. The authors said those findings suggested the drugs may be able to repair and rewire circuits, which could help mitigate mood and anxiety disorders.
Okay.
I mean, if you're out there, right? I mean, if you took that and it's making you hallucinate, the hallucinations have to be some form of like what you are, like what you believe, what you are, and like how you see the world, right?
For sure.
It's
So
improving your
maybe,
consciousness.
Maybe it's
For
right, like
sure.
maybe you're figuring out more about yourself and like you're deeper, like
Self.
within.
You're within yourself, yeah.
And that's why maybe people see God because maybe that's their true self. Deep.
We need some.
Deep.
Well, I feel like that also has to do with
People are like,
good
that's what-
trips and bad trips.
Oh, how about the
Yeah.
UFO
Right?
stuff, man?
That's crazy. We should do that another one.
That's a separate
Yeah,
topic.
Yeah.
separate topic.
'Cause-
But like Go ahead.
The Navy SEALs, right? They said there was like true UFOs.
I've read books too that say
And
that there's
videos.
100% Area
But there's
51 has
there's
a
been UFOs for years. If you think we're the only people living on this planet,
planet.
No,
that's
There has to be more.
think about the size of like our universe, right?
right.
Is big enough. I mean, they could have been here for ages ago. Came here and then whatever. Some people say they made a deal with like
I believe that. I don't know
Eisenhower
why.
at the time. To,
I feel like
be with
we
us here.
interacted with them at some point and like made a deal. And
well,
but
their
I'm
spacecrafts
just-
look a lot better than any of our aircrafts.
Yeah, those things are hot.
And they're fast.
So they say that they're like anti-gravity, stuff like that. So like they can move. It's like, when a car comes to a complete stop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a car is driving at 80 miles per hour and hits a wall. That's a complete stop.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's smashed to bits. But if the aircraft is able to, do anti-gravity stuff, like whatever they said that they do, they're able to go from 80 and stop, and nothing happened to the plane or the people within it.
Okay. Mind blown.
Insane.
but it exists. Like
It has to be.
It has
They
to.
probably have better technology
there's
than we do.
more forms of life than just us in this entire universe.
But the size of the outer space is like almost infinite.
But think about it.
is
The
The amount of
Do they see us? It looks like we see them. We
No,
don't know. We don't
I
know
think
if we
they
have
have
the
to see
technology.
us.
I think
they
think
have to
they
see us.
But do we don't have the aircraft
I mean,
to get
I think
there?
we would have to guess that they would see us because we know how
They exist?
far technology. The technology that we have, we know about it. I mean,
I think the government
from a
knows
civilian
about them.
standpoint, right?
I mean,
we
of
don't
course
about
they
it.
know about them. But they've definitely
Just a lot to
we
talk
all
about.
we all thought they existed, but now it's like confirmed that they. And then because of COVID, no one's even talking about it, right?
I mean, COVID, Kim Jong Un,
Oh,
that whole thing happened. Me and Rob had a bet going on too. We shouldn't talk about that.
No, we're not talking about that. And
We
then
had,
we all
We'll
got
talk
his-
about it now. What was the bet?
No, we can't.
No.
No.
All right.
Can't talk about that. But
Then what else do we have to talk about?
nothing. Nothing. We all got Kun
What were we
Hoon
talking
Jung
about?
haircuts.
Yeah.
Jeff cut his own hair.
I cut
He
my
looked
own
like-
hair. I look like King Jong Un. Am I
Crazy.
saying his name right? King.
I don't know.
I said King.
King?
Kim.
Oh, it's Kim
Jong-un.
Kim
Yeah.
Jong Un.
I keep sounding like I say King, and it throws me off.
This is crazy. We still need to get somebody who's tripped on mushrooms.
Yeah, somebody that
I think my brother
has
has.
done LSD.
I mean, this guy, we got him for everything.
Yeah, he's.
We need to know that experience.
Mm-hmm.
We need to grill people. We should grill really intelligent people,
Yeah.
right? We got to
Let's get people
on.
from NASA here.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. One day.
One day.
One
Somebody-
day.
I mean, we have neighbors, you know what I mean, that are like up there. We do.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
We have to.
We have no choice.
What are we at? 33 minutes?
Yep.
We're good though. So we were talking about what? CBD
Yeah.
and
CBDforthepeople.com.
CBD
Check them
for the
out.
people.
100% legal. Shipped right to your door. Give it a try. It's, CBD for the people. They're inexpensive. Look at their lab work. It's good. Try the joints. Hold off on the oils at first, in my opinion. Unless, of course, you maybe a child that you want to give it to. Right? And you want to
Definitely,
get the oils and stuff.
Yeah. We're even introducing it. That
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to
kind of
start.
environment.
But definitely try the if you're over the age.
I mean, some people actually say that, like mixing an actual THC like type of weed, right? Obviously, like the one you would get on the street. They say to mix it with, they'll take like the CBD oil droplets,
Uh-huh.
and it'll like balance you out or something.
Balance,
like
yeah.
that.
The CBD supposedly that keeps you calm,
Hold on.
like not tripping.
You
Yeah.
would give it to children?
You
You
can.
CBD oil.
You think it's fine?
Yeah.
I mean, prove it to me otherwise that they can't take it.
I've never heard of children taking CBD.
You ever hear of Charlotte's Web? There's
I
another.
have.
There's another company that made
There's,
a strain for Charlotte's
but
Web
I-
who had seizures.
I wouldn't do it for fun. Like I would do it like
No.
like we don't know what to do, you know, kind of thing.
But-
like because I haven't done research on CBD to know that much about it too. But
But I don't think it would hurt.
Okay.
But again, let's research this, right? I mean,
I would definitely research it before doing
Yeah.
it. Of course.
but CBD oil. I mean, there's no THC in it. You're just dealing with the plant. You know, it's just because of that stigma. I would try it. I would try that before.
There's a lot of kids out
anything
there with
else.
like anxiety,
Yeah.
sleeping issues.
Right.
I mean, that's another talk, but some of those antidepressants have crazy side effects. The CBD has like none.
Right. And
Like-
they don't ask you, do you think that it's okay to give kids that? Like those antidepressant
Right.
drugs.
Right.
Those are
Which is
just
funny.
prescribed, right? That's what I'm saying. I think we just need to get together and really change.
I mean, just
the
talking
way
about
people
like
think.
like Xanax too, like not Xanax, the one for ADHD, Adderall.
Adderall.
That thing's crazy.
Nuts.
I've never tried.
And people, I think it's like I think it's a class 1 drug or something like that.
Would you?
Highly
This is a
addictive,
good question.
something like
Would
that.
you ever let your kids be prescribed anything to take? Like I know my friend in high school was prescribed Xanax, and she's been on it since she was 15. Ever since.
So
Highly
nobody
addictive.
knows anyone's situation and what their life is at home. But what I would recommend and what I would do is I would try everything natural first.
And then if that doesn't work,
I would exhaust everything natural
And
first, especially for a
right.
I
child.
think exercise is completely underrated too, because I think it puts somebody on a regimen and then they work their day out and of like eating first, because like you don't want to work out and like eat like shit, because then it's like you kind of want to eat a little bit better. Obviously, you always want to eat like shit, but because like a burger's like really good. But like I think if you get on the regimen of like I'm gonna work out every day, or like I'm gonna start working out, right? Like I'm gonna do 3 times a week or whatever. It's gonna move you towards a healthier type of lifestyle, whether you like it or not. Just because you don't want to like
100%.
you want to progress. If
You got to get the endorphins going.
weak every day, you're gonna be weak all the time, and then
Yeah.
like you end up
So-
like giving up and quitting.
See, I think that
I
if
feel like that's because people label it as a diet,
if
and it
if
shouldn't be labeled
Not
that
the
way.
lifestyle, right? Not like
Exactly. Like my mom is always I'm so fat, I have to go back on keto, I have to go back. And I'm like, well, that's because you're looking at it the wrong way. You have this mentality that you've
yeah.
like believed, you know?
keto.
you need to.
I mean, she lost a lot of weight on it,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's
A lot of
that's a
people
good
do.
topic.
Like,
A lot
Ketosis.
of people
Slimmed.
do. But I don't.
But
I don't know
how
what that
how
is.
good is that for you?
It's
like
not
it clogs
long
your
term.
arteries.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
good
good
for
for
you at
long
Cheese and
term.
meat.
I really don't.
No.
The oils, you know.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
fad. There's a lot of fad diets. A lot of things that do work, but it's not sustainable.
Right.
So you need something sustainable.
I don't think it's good long term at all. A lot of people with diabetes have issues with that.
Right.
But think about if you went to this internal medicine doctor, right, or the
Well-
pediatrician that wants to give any medication to your child, Adderall or whatever, right? What if the chiro or acupuncturist or naturopath worked with the internal medicine doctor and said, "Hey, listen, let's try this first. Let's try these remedies first. Let's detox them. Whatever the case may be. Let's
That's
get
the perfect
right?
world, definitely.
Yeah.
Right? Working together, and then if that doesn't work, then sure, do the Xanax. That's where that's where when you have a debate or conversation with people, they think, oh, you're so holistic, you're such a quack. It's like, what are you talking about?
That's the idea. I think the quack thing came from like, you know, people. I don't know. People, they call it the Mercedes 80s, like people saying that, like, you know, you're chasing the ambulance and stuff like that, when really you are trying to help them. You are trying to look into their lifestyle and see what they're messing up in, and you're looking at the body as a whole, not just
Symptoms.
You know, symptoms and stuff,
yeah.
and throwing medications at them like that.
There's been a couple things where somebody might, on blood work or something, might say, you know, they're deficient in potassium.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that might not be true. It might be they're not able to absorb potassium.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to fix the
Mechanism.
exactly of how can we get this patient to absorb the potassium. Very different than saying you're deficient in potassium. It's so here's take potassium, right? Maybe then you're going to overdose or overload your body with potassium that you can't absorb anyway. So we have to start looking back at true science and not just the blood work just says you're low in potassium. Well, what's the mechanism? Why am I not absorbing the potassium?
Right.
Because
Not masking the issue, getting
Exactly.
into the issue.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
That's the
I
true.
agree.
That's the true issue that needs to be, woken up. But on that note, I think it was a great episode.
I agree. I hope
I
everybody.
hope we informed people. I hope we get some.
Open some eyes to different
Yeah.
points of views.
Yeah, go on. I
Definitely.
mean, we have the library at our fingertips now. Not even on the computer. We have it on our phone. Go out there and research, and be open-minded. You know, stop being so freaking closed-minded. Be open-minded and take control over your own life and health and what's best for your family.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
So, any final words?
Take ownership.
Take ownership. Amanda? Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne Reed. And you guys really need to listen to that episode,
No,
and you'll
just,
know what I'm. If you get it, you'll know what I'm talking
I
about.
changed my mind. Just always work on bettering yourself, because if you're not your best self, then you can't help anybody else.
So
Yep.
true.
Yep.
So,
Fix yourself. before
Yeah,
fixing
be your
other
best
people.
self, and then you can give to others, and
And you know
that's
what?
important.
Right. That's the same thing. I think is a saying like, start at home. Fix your family before you try to fix the world. You know.
Yep. Oh yeah. All
And
right.
that's all we're trying to do, is be of service to other people. That's the best way.
I
To help.
agree.
Absolutely.
All
All
right,
righty.
guys.
With that
Thank
being
you
said,
so much.
Take care. Enjoy and be well.
So long.
Bye.